Hello there everyone, welcome to the YouTube channel, Joe's Bus Train Plane Lift Adventures. Now that we've done the 45 route from Worcester to Red Hill, we're now doing the 28 route to Baynham, which is also operated by First Worcestershire. So continuation with the changes on the routes. So there's going to be some minor timing tweaks happening on the Clifton corridor. So that includes the 310s, 311s, 313s, 314s, 315s and 316s. And so there is quite a few changes that are happening on various routes. And Diamond buses, they've not yet released their changes yet, but I know them taking over the 242 service in Stourbridge, which is the Kimver run. From Select, as Select bus services are also going to be making improvements to services of their own, and that includes the 436 service, which I believe is going to every half an hour, but I'll let you know when those timetables will come into force with regards to the 436, because if you remembered last year, there were changes. Arriva were dropping certain routes. So Arriva lost the 436 between Shrewsbury and Bridgnorth and the 297 between Bridgnorth and Kidderminster. So Arriva dropped those routes and handed them over to Select. And this brought Select bus services into Kidderminster for the very first time. And of course, Select bus services operate a handful of services within the Staffordshire area because they run services because they're one of the first Shropshire main service, because before it was just the college service, the Rodbaston. The company started its first regular service in Telford, and that was the 96 and the 96A that runs to Shrewsbury via Ironbridge. And then at the start of last year, it was the 101 between Madeley and the Princess Royal Hospital, which I rode last week on the Travel Telford branded Enviro 200, which used to be an ex-Nottingham City Transport Enviro 200. So there are quite a few changes happening with Arriva. And so I just hope you enjoy the journey on the 28th. And so anyway, here we go. We're on our way up towards so we're now on our way up towards Baynham, and once we get to Baynham, we'll then do the loop around the estate and then finish at the sixth form college. So we'll finish at the sixth form college, and obviously, due to obvious reasons, there's just no point me doing the 28s or the 45s. The only routes I'd do going past those areas is possibly either the 149 and also the X50, the Evesham run. I'm hoping to get back into Evesham next year, because obviously this year it's been a bit of a busy year because I've been doing other things, and obviously Shrewsbury, we're not 100% sure if that's going to go ahead this year. Might likely have to be next year, but I don't really know yet. But however, there are quite a few delays going on, so I will do my best to make sure I get these journeys done by the end of the year, just before the clocks go back. Because as you know, we are nearly coming to the end of summer, but even though we're coming through summer, August, so this is our first full week in August, so we've only got, and then after, in a few weeks' time, it will be September, and then into October, and autumn will soon be coming on the horizon. And then November will then come, and then in no time, it will be Christmas. And then at the start of 2025, Joe's Bus Train Plane Lift Adventures will be just off for a little bit up until the end of January. So it will likely be maybe the 31st of January when I'll be back to doing the bus services. Might be riding the buses maybe at the end of January. Maybe the 31st of Jan might be possible for me to resume the buses. in January. To start the 2025 season, I meant. Because obviously I'm still doing the buses at the moment, but obviously we're doing other things, like as well as doing them in the flesh, we're doing them virtual. So 31st of January might be possible to see a return to the buses for 2025. If it doesn't succeed, it will be the 7th of February. So I will let you know when those will go ahead, but I'm pretty sure that 31st of Jan might be the first week to see buses on for the 2025 season. But obviously I'd still be doing the Kimber anyway on the Wednesdays. So anyway, here we are, ready.